I had to leave that relationship.
Yeah.
I had to. I fought my way out of that relationship because he even locked me up in his house for some days. I was scared. Like, what do I do? Because this guy is huge. He's taller than me. And imagine somebody pinning you down. He can raise you like this against the wall.
Me will be a papa at the Spade TV so. I have said, Kasapreko. And there you boomer rat in your Bobby Juliet Ibrahim, or a great actress, Papa. I just an also sign for Camo. Now, you knew our in a jam, a background bill. And the moon sends me, not sister, and your dear rabbit to John said, Sunny relationships are going in our Bema bar could be a true move Puma. Anopa ewiani enumre se osi ni so ani ti sene ofa mojedru mo dia se won nyina ba betudwa na sene asem we ye de am din se wan kasa ho pro so beti mu ma me ntwa me ho sisi ankoje makwo afọ nkrato embra efameso.
Hello, Abusiafo. But Sunburst medicated powder. Now, on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one years is never good out at all. About cock, I'm a what so.
Or
I don't. It's what now I'm on why you say. A crow. Sakakarere, a yam, a crow, a juniper de aboso, and nunye. Sunburst medicated ointment, a beb wow.
Maposu, Nina to me.
Who when Pedro be Onia, men's na home man when I'm out and who in the massy. What possible complaining na at so betra, Cotton Sunburst herbal balm. You're from Mama Sunburst. Sunburst products, a duchum.
Obenya Sunburst products, our pharmacies, any herbal shops name. To phone friend 0551 907 393. FDA, I did Jadi and Kratuatum.
Me mama kwaba Juliet Ibrahim Ghana hadie te say yenim se oye actress mama o kan Jackie ni na dia ne matankoma ho enje bia ni hu se Nigeria kwa de area no ko na Juliet Ibrahim since 2010 ekosi June 2014 ye nyina yete na ware oni kwejo safu jimia kantanka papa na oye cars eni amawade e wo Ghana no akola babu ewo awari ma ankosi aga na so beje de say 2014 mo hona June mo hona esi ye no 3 September 2014 mo na so na one I obana ono so ye actor infoni na eye edi no say kokko kama asa ono de o ye pick one meme mo pa e no no so ni kogu ya nche bia na 29th October 2020 no osanso ni VJ Adams minim ni me be kanti na me wo bo mema ono ayi bibi da won akasa de ba abontin ye nyina ye ti bia ye hu bi na oni Jude aye interview bia fa ho say mema no omo sign ye no ba ko no ye TikTok brand akasa na ni oye ne say chese ono no ekofia no unlock no na anopa ewiani ebi se osi nsu ani e wa bra wonya tika ba akokra ti saadi we ahye ne so ache a oye na jo so be yi aba bonten na oba nso a wonso hwe bi no nso de aye disua de say don't do things to please a man when it comes to intimacy etimuni my hwe video ne bra se ni oti church asem muni enyemanyema bebre e ba pra bedwafo e be che o madwen wasem.
When you told him what you just did is rape, he said, how can it be rape? We're in a relationship.
But was I ready? That's the question.
Yes.
Did I say yes, I'm in the mood? I didn't. I kept saying no. Stop it. You pin me down and you're doing whatever it is. And you're smiling. Say, don't worry. And you're kissing whilst I'm crying. Like, that means you're a rapist. And I had to leave that relationship.
Yeah.
I had to. I fought my way out of that relationship because he even locked me up in his house for some days until my sister Sonia came to find me.
That must have been fear. He must have been afraid of what you were. And then you must have been in panic for your life.
Panic. I was scared. Like, what do I do? Because this guy is huge. He's taller than me. And imagine somebody pinning you down. They can raise you like this against the wall. Like, you'll be against the wall and you can't do anything. And you can just imagine. And guess what? He was every day.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. And I'm not happy. You are saying that I'm not happy, but every day he wanted to do something. That is rape. And you know, in those kind of cases, you cannot even explain. Who do you go and tell? Who is going to come and fight for you at that time? You're naive. You don't think about it. But ladies, you can report it now. There are people that go and report.
Yes.
If your husband is forcing you
Yes.
to do when you're not in the mood,
Yes.
it is rape.
Yes.
And I tell these men, like,
Yes.
you cannot force a woman. You know, when I'm even dating people and I'm having conversations and asking questions, because when I'm dating, I like to ask questions a lot. I want to know your mindset. If I speak to a guy and he tells me that, oh, when you're not in the mood, what if I'm in the mood? I'm like, I don't care.
You are moodless.
I am not in the mood.
Take your mood
I look at
away.
you as a rapist immediately because that means you want to force me. But it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
You have your mind, body, and soul has to be prepared to receive and make love. You don't just. That is not how you just do stuff. So, you know, at a very, very young age, I experienced 2 civil wars in Liberia.
Yes.
You know, it was horrible.
Because you went and came back.
Yes.
And then went again because of the second war.
So it was horrible. Like, you know, where you have everything. Your dad has this huge supermarket, like upstairs, downstairs kind of thing. Everybody look at you like, oh, you guys are made. And then you have to leave with only backpacks in the middle of the night.
Yes. Escaping
War that is about to start in the morning. You know, and the only reason why we found out was because my dad was very nice. My mom and dad were very nice to people. So somebody tipped them off in the middle of the night that this is about to happen. There's a border with Liberia and Ivory Coast. We got there, we can see across the river. This is Ivory Coast. We're trying to go towards the canoe and then these rebels come out.
Yes.
And I just remember we're in the car. My dad was like, we should wait. The kids, everybody, and my mom should wait. You know, we should wait in there. And the men came out, my cousins, all of them, and my dad, and they went to talk to the rebels. So they knew one of the rebels that were like he was with the other guys, you know. And then they were talking back and forth. And the guy was like, give me all your money. Give me all your money. So like he wanted money and stuff like that. From what I remember, I just know my mom just handed over, you know, my sibling. I was like, she's getting down. So my mom got down and she just started like talking to the guys like, but we know you, like you've ate my food.
One of the rebels who was dating a cousin.
Oh yes. So she was like, you've been to my house, I've given you food before, you have eaten, and this one, so why are you disturbing my husband? Like that kind of thing. She went back and forth with them. And then the guys were like, no, if you don't give us it, we'll dig potatoes here. So dig potatoes, like they want to shoot between your feet and then you're going to be jumping up and down. Like, and we're just hearing. And then the kids were like crying and we're holding each other. And it was horrible. I just remember that they were shooting between her legs. My mom was jumping. And my dad too is at the back because she was like protecting my dad. But we were in the car, and then they got to the point where they said, everybody down. So imagine we're girls. You can just imagine the thoughts running through my mom. My mom said she wanted to like just faint, like today these people kill me if they try anything to my daughters. Yeah. You know that kind of feeling, right? And then jet bomber, those planes that can throw bomb down, was now flying. So the guys heard it. They said, take over, take over. Then they have this green leaf stuff that they make, like out of leaves, and they cover the cars because if they see movement, they can drop a bomb. Someone close to my sibling asked him. They asked him that, is your sister still married? Then he was like, why? Like, because I've been seeing her husband in an apartment that he's just rented for a lady. And the lady is pregnant. And then you can imagine the flare up, like, what? I think even before that story happened, there was a weekend before, or like some weeks before, that there was an all-white party. And my siblings went there. So my siblings were out and they saw him. This girl was grinding on him. And they saw them with people that I knew in the same industry.
Ish.
people that I knew about it, and they were all partying.
Let us say, sister, yes, how are you? One or brave or some so church, send ye or pony seal, Liberia, no so send you see brave. Let us say, come here, say, or Yanni, one else or cry, experience or brabum, and so be nay. Na surgical lord, or I say, can't be your phone, my branch and a so I say. Now, welcome send it for so now. Me busa surgical lord and send me kakra say, you're right, say Bema. The woman you claim you love, is it right for you to just keep her hostage in your house, in your home, and lock her up and be having an intimacy with her without her approval or any other? Is it right?
Well, before I answer this question, I will be sure going out to our lovely viewers and watchers across the globe. And this is Surgical Lord, and I'm so privileged to be called upon the house to be part of this prominent head of state. I would say head of state, you know. So back to the question I will be saying. One, it's not right. I would title that as an abuse. This is because even in the Bible, the Holy Bible, after Christ doing, or God doing all that he has to do, he called a man and gave him the audacity to label and name the animals and everything that you found per your own discretions. It means that before you could even go on bed with a woman, it has to be a mutual understanding. Charlie, today I feel like me and you tying the knots. You're in a mood. Oh no, I'm not in a mood. Okay, so what will it be tomorrow? Okay, alright, tomorrow. Period. Locking you in a room, going and coming, drinking all the toxic, all the aphrodisiac I want, and come and lie on you and give it to you, it's a crime. It's a no. And see, for that aspect, make sure you do that aspect. You say, why would you lock a woman in the name of marriage or anything? Does that mean it's a certificate to abuse her? Is there a warrant from the church and the public that go ahead, massacre her how you want to do? No. As a matter of fact, she even said that she wasn't in the mood. She was not enjoying the whole thing. She just had to be quiet because there's a penetration going on. And when you are with a woman like that, you are not only getting the woman furious, you're also building a kind of scaredness in her. She tends to be scared of a human being in terms of a man.
Depressed.
Very good. The word is depressed, which is the compilation of this attitude. So to me, it's a very no area for a man to lock up a woman in the room in the name of Mawari. I'm in the mood. I want it in the morning, afternoon, evening. No. You are not thinking about her feeling. Yeah. Just like you human being, you are the man. You had the feeling to do it, but she must also agree that I am ready to do it. No, I don't want to do it. Then you got a spade like how we are on television.
Okay, so surgical. As the pictures of her exes, including the ex-husband, are scrolling. Between the three of them, who do you think, sir, is the one behind her story?
Well,
so we have we have Kojosafo Jr.
Yes.
As you can see, his stature.
Yes.
And we have that the actor, IK Ogbonna. And we have VJ Adams. He's a TV personality. So when you know sharp, why not deal where you send the
I will go for IK. The other one that you said, the actor that I think he's the only muscular. He's the only muscular guy among them all. The Kojo guy has got a little bit, but he doesn't look that strong enough to be able to manipulate the lady like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Kojo, there are doubts if he can evolve into that because he looks too much at the BE for me. You know that about their car. I sometimes I had say, they have been scared when the lady say no. Just like that's how I say.
Don't judge a book by it.
It's true, though, but that is my opinion. That is how I say. I say it with the other actor rather being the one to be abusing in the whole of place. That's how I say. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sir Carlo. But as the things are going here, I suspect producer. But I Bigiri say wo so a wo hwe me na baby a wo bia no nim nipa a ya akosa no se ne wa hu ni exes for ni pictures ni se ni osi kekan ni ansa na mekọ my brand na ko so no make I wo se sample test care e no mo so dwudi ya se ye nya o mo a ye ntumi fa de pepe we nyina e oba wo bre already e ntumi sha atade a wo pa ka fu medicated powder ni medicated ointment ni de ma e ba ba mo so de awa ba mo tu aba obi an ko baby na fa tu ni sasa bro nyina ase my brand na ko ade na me mama tisa eti ade tina so ko hye oba o tise Juliet Ibrahim hwe ni fika o dina o ne se we take your rise here also to ni tunu wo fi amoti is it right say o se be my 2 years I do wo ba so
one say we live in a world that the oba make get why didn't she mention the guy's name? I don't remember the money.
Good.
oh
I'm not the type of person I'm judging based on one story.
Yeah.
Be money di na be money so for na numa samrai. Yet ya no be ka say. Obi anya.
See.
And na ehun sensem ekọ wi e kire no. Sani yes so say Cuban. Look, whatever Juliet Ibrahim has said, she might be right, she might be wrong. Eye impernatry and worry. One, yes,
what you say the husband
yes, or making point blank say in the relationship.
okay
One person married, so I would sideline producer.
okay
As a relationship, maybe you could have sent a relationship before so no producer worry.
correct
They will worry but then meaning said no producer because sent you no you won't go ahead and marry. Now, what stopped you from leaving the relationship when you just cited? You should be watchful of red flags.
Yes.
So red flags say a person has to look at them one. Whom am I? Being a kind of
Everybody.
so also say a person you be as we need to be more 16 inches. Now so per idea. It's not why.
Face it alone.
About them issue a mutual agreement. It's something that we all do because sex is a pleasure. You're not free. That assign. I look around Pono. A yaw never. Yo. Oh.
Say so.
Kampala,
We are ready for it.
People don't really have sex. It's only married couple who really have sex. Even some of them have sex just for the pleasure.
Yeah.
There are some people who have said they are married, they won't give birth. They're just having sex.
Yeah.
But what stops you from living an abusive relationship? One only me, I have a term that I use. I say it's a verbally abusive boyfriend is a woman beating husband.
I think that's second that. Yeah.
A verbally abusive boyfriend is a woman beating husband.
Good.
Bema making probably what him.
It's quality.
Obey what him only ninya and it is me. I like jokes a lot, so I can make funny comments.
Yeah.
But Obia, as there is an argument, you will do at them with Jimmy Wabodam. We are Pasia. Sa Bema no one now or
Oh, one time. Yeah.
So if you cite red flags, run. Besides, when you yourself or lucky on baby or fee. If a door closes, God opens a window. Take a leap of faith. So or lucky window will be done.
say dia na tunu na enko mo so no
In the two window.
That is the result of what she's got.
Yes, because you don't.
If you're not ready
Juliet's
to
mind
raise,
is mature.
you need to raise the day.
You are mature. You don't just have to jump into a relationship because of money. You have the money, you have the beauty. Because the person is an actress, the person is a man of affluence or something. No. You need to do your own background searches before you just go into a relationship. Okay, people might learn from it, but it's your own problem, it's your own fault.
to my brand na ko hwe mema say ni mu ko ni mu gray o hwe ya asafan
Me dey mean caso so bia o.
o hwe ya asafan
Me nya what guesses, but me we have to change.
why
Producer for to change.
adentia
Because of misstatement. Juliet Ibrahim ni ma say I am planning to train you movie. Oni kojo ware and oni kojo twem na sa ni si aka me di ni so be ware. Ti me kojo atunche. But me nu na aka na beti na movie ya. Any DJ beti na movie ya. But on the body say we are not going to take wild guesses. Brabe body na nipa ne zo mpa na numa asam mra because won't even go tutu anoma ho ensa fa baby sam say aboa be yi sa wa guess say time
Hey, asem ahwefo na nye messages here be the me kan du o ba bi kire nkura batwi kura wa otifi uti kura be yoya oh yen kasa sa de we de me ka kwa kwa say ye gu Juliet Ibrahim fi eti we de me di besi asay abedwa for me da wase say kan lord bi da ase pa ma brand na ko da ase so say ne ye nyina kan but you may from say who red flags our relationship ma and kase me jaya busunya for be kase ana say ansha we me no ware obesesa debi kwan na obefa so obe treat o marriage man no starting our relationship with a man so yensi nyema bia no kwansa na ba be ye kase na jaya fa me tutu dwa ma yenso yenye bi anka ye de waso no beto ase ya na squad we moti he ye benye bia ka ma opapa obenu hu kwa so ma ya so bra ye eti trending news so kode na mede ebe son mo somebody tell for no mo so ya se tene da o hwe ya me kan fo so be kwa ko subscribe no like no follow ye na dwumadi e wodi wo ho ahye ni nya yetumi nya kitamodi e wo ho medamase
Hello, abusiafo. But Sunburst medicated powder. Now on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one yes is you. Never good out at all. About cock, I'm a what so.
Or
Hey, tell me. It's what now I'm why you say. A crow.
Take a career, a yam, a crow, a juniper de aboso. And only Sunburst medicated ointment. A beb wow.
ma posso. Me huna to me.
Who when Pedro be onia meant na ho ma honam ya enwu wanim ase what possible complaining na et so betwa koto Sunburst herbal balm ye from mama Sunburst products edutwem
Obenya Sunburst products. Our pharmacies. Any herbal shops. To phone friend 0554 907 393. FDA. I did get the